Capstone can be the crowning moment of a general high school curriculum or the culminating class of a Skills 21 high school academy. Whatever their background or future goals, students are challenged to bring together all their learning to create a peak project of student mastery.
So what the Capstone program is taking essentially all the skills that you learned in your first 3 years and all the multiple classes, and instead of working together as a team to bring a project to Expo, you're actually doing it independently and on your own.
In a traditional capstone course, students usually choose a topic, something they're interested in, and write a big research paper. But there's no end action. In the Skills 21 capstone course, the students have to take action by designing a product based on something they're interested in or creating a campaign. Capstone promotes the growth of all the entrepreneurial skills that you'll need because you start with nothing and you need to get to a final product by the end of the year.
These entrepreneurial skills are not just for business students. Whether a student project focuses on STEM, business, humanities, or technology, entrepreneurial skills will come into play. Abilities of an entrepreneur, like self-motivation, creativity, managing ambiguity, and marshaling resources, will be developed during any good capstone project. Because students present individual instead of team projects, capstone may appear to be an independent study, but it's not. Capstone teachers have found that there does need to be a concrete structure to the class.
People ask, well then what's the role of the teacher if the students are leading their own learning and you're just a facilitator? But that role as facilitator, to me, is critical. Because if you don't set the pathway up, the students aren't able to thrive and move forward with all the pieces that they need, all the ingredients. And so what I do is I try to set up the year with a framework so that they're sort of forced to go through that journey that will put them in the position to experience things like perseverance, okay, things like leadership. I'm going to give you about 10 minutes and you're going to break into 3 groups. One group is going to look at the judging criteria from the Academy for the Capstone Experience program.
Detailed curriculum plans divided into units with tasks that have assessment criteria and lesson plans are essential.
We have 5 units. So we start with the personal inventory unit. The second unit is project ideation. The third unit is project development. The fourth unit is an outreach unit where you're really connecting with your mentor, with the community, getting peer and teacher and feedback from others, and then the expo preparation.
Once the theme for the year is announced, students are excited and it can be tempting to jump in with ideas right away. However, it's important to encourage students to hold off choosing a topic.
I do think it's important for them not to come in with a predetermined capstone idea because there are so many considerations that have to be factored in that we build those considerations very thoughtfully and we sort of lay a foundation and a base so that when they are ready to make that choice of what they want to choose as a capstone project, they know what they have to consider.
I don't know what my capstone project is going to be yet, but I want to make sure that it's something that I really think I'll enjoy and be able to work on for the whole year.
I'm just leaving it open.
Yeah, I don't have any ideas yet.
I'm interested in like medicine, so I want it to be something involved with medicine, but I have no clue like exactly what I want to do.
I find the first year that I did this program, I didn't lay that groundwork as carefully, and students hastily picked things because they just liked them, which is important that they like it, but that's not the only factor. Capstone project would have to address a problem in the world with an innovative solution. Okay, so it's not just a report on a hobby. It's not just a campaign on something you believe in. It has to have certain pieces.
Capstone projects are built on 4 main components. Students bring their own experiences and personal connections to the project. They include a foundation in STEM learning. Research, data, and the viability of the project are key. And finally, there is a community component based on the impact of the project on others.
So for that reason, you sort of have to go very slowly and be very cautious before committing. And then when they do commit, they're ready.
In the next episode, we see how students build self-awareness to inform their choices for capstone projects.